My baby cries when I do his hair. I'm not going to stop doing it. I want to tell y'all two things. First of all, a lot of people are giving suggestions, and while I'm not asking for advice, I never get on the internet and ask for advice. It's just not a wise thing to do, because some people don't know what the fuck they're doing, okay? But if I want advice, I'm going to call my mother, I'm going to call my grandmother, I'm going to call a trusted mother that I actually know. But like, oh, the spray is cold. I'm not going downstairs to heat the spray, okay? I'm not doing that shit, okay? I'm not doing it. You're going to get the spray how the spray is, all right? That's what you're doing. The spray is not like, it's not like I'm shooting out ice from the Arctic from the spray, okay? So he's going to have to learn how to deal with it. I think it's our job as parents to teach our children to deal with things that are uncomfortable. Do you want to come up? Because I didn't ask you, and you told me no. Baby Anthony's still asleep. Ooh, are you okay? Oh, oh. Like, put a towel on him. Do this, do that. He's going to get his hair done. Okay? And it's not really that big of a deal. But here's something I want to explain to y'all. I'm black. I know a lot of people think that I'm biracial, but I'm not. I am black. Okay? I am 100% fully black. Black. Like, so black that I can say the N-word. That's how black I am. Okay? I dare anybody to challenge me on that. I'm black. Okay, my children are biracial. People get really mad for some reason when I say they're biracial. Like, you don't need to tell us they're biracial. Are you mad? Like, why are you mad because they're part black, or are you mad because they part white? Like, which one is it? Because if someone were to get on the internet and be like, here's how I do my black child's hair, you wouldn't have a problem with it. You'd be like, oh yes, black queen. Like, teach the young black kings, black queens. Like, my children are biracial, and I'm allowed to say that because they are. They're part me, and they are part their father. But here's something that I've learned as a black mother. We are not afforded the same respect that other mothers are afforded. And I can only tell you my experience being a black mother. I am judged way more harshly. Okay. People automatically assume, especially when you have a lot of kids, that you're, well, who's paying for those kids? It must be the government. I have never used government assistance, and no disrespect to anybody that has. If it's there and you legally qualify for it, get it. Make sure your family's taken care of. But I pay for all of my kids. But the thing is for me as a black woman, I have to be presentable when I show up in the world to get a chance at respect that other women are just, you want to get down? She don't want to be up here no more. That to get a chance at the respect that other women are automatically given. Okay. And so my children have to do the same thing. And while they may, because they have lighter skin, they may present as white. A true racist is going to say, well, if they've got an ounce of black, that's it, the N-word, So I have to prepare my children for the reality that they could very well experience that. It's sad, but unfortunately, it is still the world that we live in. If I go out as a black mother with my children that are not well groomed, that are not well taken care of, people are going to judge me even more than they already do. Okay, there we go. Another black woman just making kids and living off of welfare. The father's probably in jail. All of those things, all of those stereotypes that we get. And if you're not a black woman, if you've never been a black mother, then you're likely not going to be able to understand it. I don't expect you to. You don't have to be able to listen to what I'm saying and say, oh, okay, I could see why this is one of the reasons that grooming and taking care of her children every day is important to her. Because us being well groomed gets us a chance. Not automatically. We are not just automatically given respect because we are part of the human race. We're not. We are all usually automatically presumed to be lower than, less than, not as good as, not qualified as. So I have to make sure that I am properly groomed and that I am taking care of myself, that I present myself well. And unfortunately, that's just how it is. So because I was raised that way, I take care of my children that way. Also, I want to say this, and this might be a bit controversial, but as a mother, I always want to make sure that I'm protecting my children. And one of the things that I have learned, they have literally sat down and asked predators what they are looking for. Like, how do they choose a victim? How do they choose a child? They are looking for children that look like they are not well taken care of, that nobody is looking after them, that nobody is noticing them, that nobody's paying attention to them. The child that is sitting off in the corner, that's not speaking up, that lacks self-confidence, that lacks self-esteem, that's what they're looking for, because that child is more likely to keep a secret. That child, they believe, this is what they believe that child has no one that is looking after them. So not the only reason, but one of the other reasons grooming my children is important to me is to let the world know this child has someone that is looking, watching, and paying attention. When I groom my children in the morning, I know if there is a bump, a scratch, a bruise, an abrasion, a rash, anything, I know. And then at nighttime, when my children are given their baths and they are being groomed before they go to bed, I know this was not here this morning. You're not going to get by on me of saying, oh, I don't know where that bruise came from. This bruise wasn't here this morning. Here are the activities they had in the last 7 hours. This had to have come from one of those places, or somebody did it and you're going to prison. I'm not saying that if you don't take care of your kid, that they're going to be somebody's victim. I'm not saying that. I am saying that they have literally interviewed predators and they have asked them. And as sad as it is, that is one of the things that they said. They are looking for the children that look like they are not well taken care of. So when my children go out, they are going, whether we're going out or not, my children are going to be well groomed. They're going to have proper hygiene. You are going to know that someone is looking after them on a daily basis. On a daily basis. My kid's not showing up to school with matted hair. My kid's not showing up to school with a crusty face and a dry nose. My kid's not showing up to school in the same clothes that they had on yesterday. That's why I take care of my children, and I suggest that you guys do it too. But these are my children, and I'm going to take care of them. And if I wasn't taking care of them, and my baby was walking around with matted hair, y'all would say that I was abusing them. Also, another reason, why don't you cut his hair? My children, they are very fair. They have, some of them, only one of them has brown eyes like me, but the other ones have blue and green eyes, okay? So for me, my children that have curly hair, so far all of my children have curly hair, except for this little bald baby right here, which all my babies are born bald. It's kind of funny, born bald, and they pop up with all this curly hair. My children get their curly hair from me, and I'm black. And so it's one of the things that I have passed on to my children. So for me to just go and take them and buzz his hair off, that's stripping away some of his identity. And no, your identity is not wrapped up in your hair, but that is part of it. And if he was a girl, you wouldn't be telling me to cut his hair. And then there's 9 and 10-year-old boys that are going and perming their hair to look like my 2-year-old son's hair. He hasn't asked me for a haircut. You know why? Because he can't ask me for a haircut. So until he can, I'm going to take care of him the way that I want to take care of him. My 16-year-old daughter has curly hair, and she loves her curly hair. So if he doesn't love his curly hair when he gets older, he is more than welcome to cut it. But cutting a child's hair, especially at this age, can also be traumatizing. I'm not doing that. It's 5 minutes of him getting his hair done every day, me teaching him that grooming himself and looking after himself is important. I'm teaching him self-love, self-confidence, and self-respect. That's how he's going to feel about himself because of what I teach him about himself. If I let him run around with his hair matted, dirty face, dirty clothes, unmoisturized, like not taken care of, like why even have the kid? I'm sorry, but why even have the kid? Like this is literally my job. It is my job. It is my honor. And I love to do it.